what we have here is the concept of TMR is as simple as it gets. The discovery of finding the motions becomes the system that we want to get, want to understand how to do. And there's obviously tips and tricks along the way. But when you rotate or when you side bend to the right, it bugs you. When you side bend to the left, you don't have a problem. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So within TMR, we actually don't go into restriction, the motion of restriction. We go into the motion of ease. So what I would, and there's only two ways that we use to begin treatment. Either we do reps to the good side, or we keep just, and we do reps, or we do just keep going further and further and further and further into end range. So for why don't we just start by doing reps to the good side for about 20 of them or so.
Okay.
And again, it shouldn't be bothering you, and if it does, you gotta let me know.
Doesn't bother me.
And we're gonna give a. You just keep going. We're gonna walk and talk here. We're gonna give a number to how much discomfort when you side bend to the right you have. Now we use a scale 1 to 100 rather than 1 to 10. Same type of understanding as far as labeling it. But how bad would you have said the right side was? The low or medium or high when you did it before we started?
Probably medium.
40, 50, or 60?
I also did take a pain an hour ago, so that's with pain medication.
All right, so was it
about 20 right there.
40, 50, or 60 would you call it, going to the right when you did it the first time? No, don't do it again yet. No, don't do it now. No, too late now. We already treated. Prior to it,
if I remember, it was probably about 45, 50.
all right, we'll give it a 50. Now you're going to go do another 20 on the easier side. And those of you who are eventually going to be watching it, and if you're watching it now, sorry that this video, where all the other ones were crisp and fluid movement, we must have some lower frequencies going on, looks like on her end, that's causing it to be jittery. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Okay, put the phone in the other hand, and test to the right. Tell me how it is.
Yeah, it's probably down maybe like a 10 or 20.
Good. Now don't do it. Don't keep doing it. So all right. So we'll say we're down at 10 or 20. We'll just say a 10 right now. Now, if that bothered you and we just did a treatment and that treatment worked, and we want to make it do even better, what do we need to do now?
Probably more to the other side.
There you go. Yeah, this isn't brain surgery here. So 2 more sets of 15 to 20 on the good side, and we'll see what we take it to.
Okay.
And I'll just give a little history here. She's a PTA. She's been out of work now for 2 years. Very frustrated. She loves geriatrics and skilled care, and she's pretty much been disabled from this. She was on a cane and a walker for a period of time. So for this person here, if this gets them back so quickly, it'll be quite the joy then, won't it?
There's 15.
Excellent. And so we'll wait a second and we'll do another 15. And guys, you're seeing about every 5th one of hers just because of the internet speed. Are you out in the boonies?
No, actually, kind of mid-town, but I am up on a hill.
Yeah.
And it's kind of away from the main hub.
Understood. All right, girl.
15 more?
Yeah. We should just make you do the low bandwidth where you're that black silhouette. I always think that's kind of cool.
That might be fun.
Yeah, it was kind of neat every time. So if you guys are going, what's he talking about? I'll put mine on the bandwidth and you'll see what it looks like. It's kind of cool. Hey, so there I am. So I'm there, still there. You know what? Every time I do that, though, I lose your bottom picture for some reason. That's neat. So looks like I'm a skeleton. Okay. Put it in the other hand. And let's check it out.
Okay.
Good. How long you had that? How long? Okay, and don't keep doing it. 1 or 2 is okay, but it's been hanging out on that side. It's been problematic on that side. It's actually being pulled that way. We've just re-pulled it back in the center. Now things are better. We don't want to go and pull it back the other way again. So,
okay.
How long has it been since you've been able to get that kind of relief?
Probably over since June of 2011.
Wow. Okay. So, what do you think so far about what just happened?
Well, not really exactly sure. I'd have to really sit down and think about it.
Don't think about it. All we got to do is do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it works. I'm just not sure if I'm the mechanics on how it works. So
don't worry about why it works or how. We're showing you how it works, or we're showing you how to do it so it works. The intertwining of why and things like that can come later. Okay. All right. So you found a motion, and you just dropped a 2-year history of pain in 4 sets. Right?
Say again?
You just dropped from a 50 to a 0 in 4 sets of exercises. You haven't been here in 2 years. It's pretty cool. Like you said.
That's pretty cool. I'm kind of shocked. I'm like, I wasn't sure it was going to work, but boy, it does.
Yeah, and the thing when people are like in your situation, it almost frustrates them because it's like, wait a second, I've been like this for 4 years, and here's what I need to do. And I say, this is.
Yeah, I started wondering. I'm like thinking, okay, well, that looks so easy. I have one other movement that is always excruciating, and I'm like, I wonder how I use that one. That would be interesting to find out.
Well, we're going to do it. In other words, so as many as we can find, and there's other ways to do it, we're going to find them and we're going to treat them because how easy was that? So what's the?
Super easy.
Yeah, what's the other motion?
The other motion is external hip rotation.
Okay.
I get so when I do external hip rotation, I have horrible pelvic and SI pain.
Okay, so go ahead. I'll see whether I can kick out. I'm going to be looking like you here in a second. Let's see here. Still need a little bit more down. See if you can just kick your foot out like this, if that's what hurts you. If it hurts you more to go like this and pick it up and do that one, just testing. We're just testing for the thing that aggravates the heck out of it. Go ahead and try it. You might already be, but no, don't get fancy here. We're going to be simple. All right, we're just gonna hit it out like this. Does that hurt it? Okay. So, guess what we're gonna do to try to fix it? You got it. We're gonna do a little achy breaky heart tonight. That's all.
Do the opposite leg?
You got it. Opposite leg. Well, first of all, it's got to feel okay. Does it feel okay doing that side?
Yeah, that side I don't have any problem with.
Then do the other side. Do the easy side, just like we did the other exercise. You go, girl. I'm going to put the achy breaky heart or some music on for you here. There you go. That's right. Dance a little jig there. Yep, and the more fluid you can be, the more you can let your whole body go with it. That's all cool.
So then reciprocate with it?
What's that? Yep. If that's what, if it feels better doing it like that, we'll just allow it to do. There's nothing necessarily wrong. We're testing it, and we'll see what it does. And the next time we can decide not to rotate if we want, but we're going to do 2 sets of this with rotating. Don't test again, not yet. Do one more set when you're ready to the good, easy side. You know, the one that you just did was freaking exciting. I mean, to think. I mean, this is.
I'm pretty shocked. In fact, I've been asking every therapist in the area to know anything about your technique, and nobody does.
Well, it's we've had some, and I've got an instructor that was in Othello, Washington. And we've done a course or 2 in Seattle, Washington. And I think I've done a couple in Portland.
I think that I lost count.
All right, that's good. That's good enough. You ready to go check the other side?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm afraid to, but a lot better. It's not half gone.
All right, so let's call it a 70 to begin with. And it's about.
It takes my breath away, so it's pretty high sometimes.
All right, so let's call it went from a 70 to what? 35?
Yeah, probably about that.
Okay. Now, let's do the other side, and this time we won't rotate.
Okay.
There we go. Just do a little bit more like that. And really get into end range. Really bring that foot back. Yeah, really, externally rotate. No, you're doing perfect, but bring that knee back. Go a little slower at the end range. Push a little more into end range. Right? There you go. Push a little more into end range. Hold it for 1 or 2 seconds at end range. There you go. I know people are always grateful for me doing this, but I also want to thank you for doing it and allowing us to see it because, you know, proof's in the pudding right here.
Oh, my kids will be happy too. I have adult children and they worry about me.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw your story and I was like, I hope she writes back and says she can do it one of these times. So when I saw that you were doing it tonight, I was like, all right, this is great. And you know what? You know, the other lady didn't get on, so I'm glad we got to do it together.
Yeah, I was excited when I saw what you were wanting to do. I was like, oh.
This has been incredible. I think you're my 9th person. Every single person has gotten 90% better, except one. When she had a lower amount of stuff, she went from a 25 to a 10, so about 60% better. And these are all clinicians,
yeah.
so everybody knows how to, well, quote, knows how to treat themselves. All right, you ready?
Right.
Let's do it.
Yep. Well, just a little bit, but not much. I'd say probably down to maybe 15.
Okay, so it seemed not rotating kind of helped better, and pushing into end range with that foot, you know, twisting the knee out a little bit like you were doing helped better.
Mm-hmm.
So what should we do?
And slowing it down maybe a little bit.
Yes, exactly. And so what should we do now?
Maybe we do it again.
Yeah, because it's working so well.
Okay, so.
Get that into end range. Maybe this time at end range, try to go for 3 to 4 seconds, getting it back there. There you go. It's really exciting. I'm very happy for you. And I'd say doing about 12, 2 sets of 12 will be cool because you're holding it longer at the end range. And keep trying to go into end. You're not just holding, but you keep trying to go further into end range for those 3 to 4 seconds.
The first 12.
Okay.
chemotherapy because
they're only
as far as trying to even do any kind of rehab training, trying to get my cardio up and stuff. There's not a lot I can do that doesn't aggravate it and make it worse.
Well, in conventional therapy goes right straight to the injured area. And the body doesn't like pain. It wants to go away from it. If you put your hand on a hot stove, it doesn't say, "Ooh, I like that," and keep putting on the hot stove. It jerks away. It's no matter what it is, going into pain the body does not want to do, right? And this is proof positive that it works faster going to where the body wants to go, and it realigns itself. We've had a notion in the pain relief industry that in order to get out of pain, we had to get into anatomical positions. So whatever you couldn't do, we had to do more of it. And the truth of the matter is, whatever you can do, we need to do more of it.
Right. Would this actually probably be easier in a supine position?
You know what? This is what's great about this technique is that you got curious. All of a sudden you said, "Ooh, I wonder if..." And the only thing that you do here is you go, "Ooh, okay. Next time, let's try that and compare it to the result we're having now. And if it works better, we'll do that."
Yeah, because sometimes I'll wake up and I have a really hard time even getting out of bed.
Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet, because we're going to deal with one thing at a time. Because you got to have kudos and congratulations for what you're getting, and then we'll deal with each one of these. And so, okay, now retest.
Just ever so slight. I mean, maybe 5.
Okay.
Not very much.
Okay, so we can deal with that, and maybe we could do more, but that's good enough kind of thing. Now, bend over to the right to make sure that we're still doing cool over there.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, everything's cool.
Go to the other side, the right side. Did you test the right side too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, that.
I'm on the wrong side because it didn't hurt.
Yeah. It went fine. Now walk around a little bit and tell me how the heck you're feeling.
It feels different. At first, I don't hurt like it did, but it also feels like this joint is not, this whole area is not so tight.
Yes.
And I would say like it's not jammed. And sometimes I feel like my femur head is just jammed into the socket, into this front ear.
All right.
Yeah.
So now look.
I can actually walk backwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now look.
I haven't been able to walk backwards in a long time. Hip extensions are my brain.
You're awesome. Hey, look. You may be, because when you free up all that stuff that's been tight for so long, all that waste product has to go somewhere. So you might be incredibly sore tomorrow. No big deal. No big deal. Find the motion that makes it sore, more sore. Test the other side, and you'll say, "That doesn't bug me," and go do it. It doesn't have to be these. It doesn't have to be these motions. It could be taking a step up on the right side hurts, left side doesn't. Maybe it's going down the steps. Maybe going backwards, reverse way up the steps. But you're always looking for that motion that bugs you on one side but doesn't on the other. If they bug you on both sides, you don't do that motion. You go find another one.
Yeah, stairs are a tough one for me. On the right side, going upstairs to push off on the right, it's almost impossible.
All right, well, you just told us. Hold on. Oh, we got to see this. Can you take your laptop over to some steps? Maybe take a chair. Maybe take a.
I've got some steps right on my back porch. I just have to turn things all day if you give me just a second.
Go for it. Let's see it. This will be cool. And if you have to use your steps or a chair to set the computer on, that's cool. I think you lost. Oh, there's your connection. Good, awesome. We lost you. Now point the camera down a little bit, or a lot.
I heard you on a chair, so
that's fine. A little bit more. There you go. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna give this a try.
Okay, so
And are you having to?
Going up with the left wheel, nothing.
All right, so let's don't take one step at a time. Let's do two. Let's give some real improvement here. So go back down. It's probably already better from just do that. Can you take a step and tell me if it's better?
Going up?
Yeah.
Okay, well, going up, that's a little bit better than it usually is.
All right, so what are we going to do? Let's do a bunch of... Now, right there, you got two steps right there. Go back down and take double steps. No. Go back down and take two at a... No. Come back up to the other landing. Going into the house, you've got two steps up. Take it at the same time.
So,
come up on your...
These two steps.
Yes. Does that bother you?
Yeah. Not as, I mean, a lot better than we did the second step there.
Excellent. So what number are we going to give this one?
Well, I would say that since nothing bothers me, if it doesn't bother me to push up on my left, I would probably have to do that side.
No, but what number? Let's give it a number so we can have something to track.
Probably like a 30 right now.
All right, good. That's awesome. All right, go girl. Go girl on the good side. And you need to start taking... no. See, you got two steps. Take two steps at a time. In other words, skip a step. Skip a step.
Oh, okay.
Okay, stop. Stop right now. Stop right now. We're going to go back down and test by skipping a step. Let's see what it feels like to take your right leg like that.
Oh, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid to do it. Yeah, I can't.
All right.
Do it. No way.
All right, so that's the winner. That we're going to call that a 90. And we're going to see what happens right now. So skip a step and do the good side. Oh, this is so exciting. This is what I live for. This is awesome. This is not something that I always say I should be having to take out. We should have known about this stuff years and ages ago.
It would make sense to, I mean, we talk about letting, injured parts and muscles rest for a period of time.
Well, in the courses and stuff, I show you that human nature, not human nature, but nature in general does not heal the way that we do it in the healthcare profession. We do not heal. If a deer injures its right back hoof, it does not go ahead and put more weight on the back right hoof. It lifts it up and puts more weight on the other three extremities. All right? And then we say, well, how does it heal? Well, it heals because the back right hoof's not working, you're not having to do the load, and the other three are working more. So the deal is, when we heal, that's the way we naturally heal. But when we go into healthcare, right, all of a sudden we go, we got to get that leg moving. We need to do something to that leg that's not working. That's not what happens in nature in real life, if we observe. So what really happens is we have to work the other three non-injured areas more. So we got to go to where the body wants to go. It doesn't want to use that back right leg. It wants to use the other three. And that's all we're doing here. And this isn't brain surgery. This is just, okay, well, we've been testing and treating for years on the injured side. Let's just compare. Let's compare that to doing it not on the injured side, and see what happens. And you're bearing witness to it right now. All right. So did you do two sets of 12 or 15?
I think there were 15 or 16 of them. I don't have to count. Let's see you.
All right. Do one more.
At least 15 of them.
There you go. Do one more set. So a total of two sets.
My son's calling me. Mama, what you doing?
How old is he? How old is he?
He's just over 2.
Okay. I've got one that's just under 2, and then 4 other ones. The only better thing I could wish for right now is to see your dag video better, because this is a beautiful example, and I hope that my phone and my recording stuff is catching all that you and I are saying on this end. Really get through that. You can even go faster. Think about what you want the other side to eventually look like. There you go. You want it to be fast. You want it to be... There you go. That's even fine too. Yeah, why not? All right, that's good. Let's retest that other side.
Okay. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid.
I know. Those ones can get you.
I'm afraid. Oh. That's a good up.
Yay. Now, we didn't see it, so you got to give it a second until this comes back on, because I'm going to tell you when we can see you again. You got to do it again. Okay. Do it again now. Oh, there you go.
Let me get my puppy out of the way.
Yeah. All right, do it again. Do it again. Let's see it now. Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's go back down and do some more. Yes, I know we're working you hard here, but this is a beautiful one. So it went from a 90 down to a what?
I would say 30.
Yes.
And I could actually do it.
Yes.
Or I could not physically do it before.
Yeah. This is awesome. You are, this is awesome. And again, if you want to take weight off, remember, it's about using the other three extremities. So if you want to push off something, pull off something with the other two, the arms and stuff, for the one that's free, to help you so you don't exhaust yourself so much, you could put a chair there, you could use railings. I don't care.
Right.
It's really about using the other three while you don't use the one that's injured. So as much as you may be sore tomorrow from actually doing all this work, you may also be sore from the muscles that have been so freaking tight for so many years are actually no longer tight, and they're going to let go of their waste products and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Lots of water tonight.
People talk about that, and I just don't do enough to prove that or not. But there's nothing wrong with good amount of water.
You want to do 2 sets this time again?
I do. And again, rest as much as you want. Don't think that we're in any hurry here.
Okay, let's do 15.
Oops, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I keep forgetting I'm taping the screen, and I just went off the screen. So hold on. We can't quite see you yet, so don't take it. Move around a little bit, but don't take the step yet. We're trying to... All right, we can see you, so take the step now. Awesome.
Wow, that's probably down to 5.
A 5. You're great.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
And a little bit at that very last part of the extension of the hip.
Excellent. Chris, you might be able to hear us, but you must have thought we were going to be on Central Time, and we started on Eastern Standard Time. We just keep messing this up, don't we? Now, yeah, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, Eki. Let me get something here. Let me see if I can bring her on. I can't hear you, Chris. So, if you want to join us at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is in about 1 hour, reconnect again. All right, so come on back in. You've done a great job, Eki. Elke, come on back in. Let's sit down at your computer. This has been... I expect that's pretty impressive to you, eh?
Yeah, I'm shocked because Chairs are, they want to cry.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. That I've been waiting for that. You keep crying because that's a good thing.
That's not sadness, it's happiness. And I said, relief without having physical self. And to be able to do something simple like going up and down my porch steps.
That's why I do what I do. That's beautiful. You're going to make me cry.
It's been frustrating the last couple of years, that's for sure.
Now, don't worry tomorrow if it comes back some, because you've got the tools to then do something about it. If all of a sudden you notice that it bugs you getting out of the car or getting in the car on the driver's side, go and do a bunch on the other side. If you notice that getting out of bed bugs you, then go roll onto the other side of the bed and get out that way so it doesn't bug you. If you notice whatever, getting off for the toilet to the one side bugs you, then do it on the other side. All right? But we've got to also think about other areas besides just your legs. So we did the trunk a little bit. Maybe a trunk twist also would be a problem. But what we say is focus on 3 areas: the arms, the trunk, and the legs. And don't assume just because it's the back that it's just trunk and legs. It can also be some imbalances in your arms. And you check out your arm motions, and you do that too.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. I've been having to accommodate physically for the pain in my gait and the way I sleep and everything I do it's not a bilateral motion. It's cocked to one side or turned or I'm always constantly having to try to find another way to do something to avoid making it worse. Okay, so it doesn't surprise me that there'd be an imbalance elsewhere.
Yes. Well, look, I couldn't have had a more beautiful session than what we've had. So that was awesome. Now, I'm not going to take more because you get the gist of it. You've got a lot of things to absorb on it. I think there couldn't be much better than what you just experienced. That's just lesson 1. Lesson 2 does 6 motions that gets you to analyze your whole body in a nice systematic way, and then we go about those. But you know what? You are having a moment right now. This is beautiful. This is the way it should be. So I'm
actually probably going to be able to walk with real stride instead of this short little intelligent gait that I've been dealing with for a while.
And think about it. You might go because you're so free right now and go do something, and all of a sudden you go, oh, I hurt. Big deal. Okay? Hurt's not the problem. It's just not the problem anymore. You go, I wonder what motion I can do to get rid of it. All right? You can do a lunge on one side, the other. You can do so many things. And the beauty of it, I've been doing this 10, 12 years. That's where I had to start. But then I put all these motions together, and now there's actually a systematic way that you can easily go through the body so that every single person can learn this just as I'm doing you. I don't call these treatment sessions. These are teachment sessions. I haven't touched you a bit, but I know I touched you, though, didn't I?
Yeah.
From a very heartfelt way because of the education that you just got. So, beautiful thing. Now, tomorrow, okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop the recording. You and I are going to still be talking here, but I'm going to stop the recording.
Okay.